Are we in there? Did you start recording? Yep.
All right, it is 10:30 on April 27th. I'll call a special meeting of the Dolores County Board of County Commissioners to order. If everyone can join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is AJ Frank, he's our new ambulance chief.
Yes.
I met you briefly.
Phyllis.
Yep.
Davis.
Good to see you.
See you.
Linda.
AJ. Juggling stuff. Where would you like?
You can sit anywhere you want.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my, call me if you guys need.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. And looking at the agenda, we don't have any agenda items for this meeting, just some new business to attend to. We're okay with the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda for April 27th, 2026 as presented.
I'll second that motion.
A motion from Commissioner Elman to approve the agenda for April 27th as presented, and second. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
This as well. Do not have any expenditures or meetings today, and public comment will limit to 5 minutes per speaker. And stepping into our new business, we'll start with our Southwest Memorial Ambulance authorization to operate discussion and possible action. And with this, I see it as new business. So something I would like to see is maybe this as a set agenda item for our meeting on Monday, the 4th. That way we could have a formal invite to our ambulances to come in, because we've got a new chief, a new board, and a fairly new board here, and definitely would like to have as much engagement as possible moving forward so we can hopefully get off on the right foot and have as much discussion as needed of everything, if that would work. So for the authorization to operate, lay that on for a set agenda item for Monday. That would work.
Sounds great.
Okay. Perfect. So beyond that, it's great to meet you. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming
see
in.
you guys. Yeah, so,
How many days are you in? Weeks?
I started a week ago,
Okay.
so still kind of Wild West. But it's good.
Good.
Yeah.
My goal is to provide adequate, competent coverage. Foremost, giving the county what they pay for. So that's goal number one, mission number one.
Good, good.
Anything else is, that's what we want to worry about. So I appreciate you guys' help and a lot of work ahead, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anything you guys need from me?
No, I'll exchange contact information with you. I mean, it very small community. We all utilize the services. I mean, former law enforcement here and a dispatcher. I mean, we see firsthand how important it is to have robust EMS across everything. So yeah, whatever we can do to get it done.
Great. What time on the 4th?
Do you have a time that's best for you? 10 o'clock is our only
Okay.
already spoken for time. So 9, 9:30, 10:30, what is best for you?
10's great, or whatever your standard.
It's only already spoken for.
Yeah, sorry, that one's in use. So
Oh.
do it 9,
Oh.
9:30, 10:30.
10:30.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And I see Keith just came along.
For me.
Have you met Keith? He's like our emergency manager.
No, I have not.
Okay, so that'll be good too to push us. Hey Keith,
Hey, how you doing?
pretty good. Sounds like you're sick.
Yes.
Oh, it's just wonderful.
Yeah, so opened up with our new business, the authorization to operate discussion. It's my recommendation that we move that to the 4th as an agenda item. And then we have an invite to the ambulances to come in and really have some discussion as needed with it and set it up that way.
That works fine with me. I was just trying to make sure it got on there before we ran out of time.
We're good with the 4th?
Yeah, we're good. Technically, with the new law, we probably should approve it now, but they aren't doing any kind of um, action on that yet, so we're good.
Okay. Perfect. We've got it set for 10 o'clock,
10:30.
10:30,
10:30
10:30.
on the fourth.
Cool, that works.
10:30 on the fourth. Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Did it make sense what I was saying? Basically, though, that we need to authorize them to run in the whole county that they run right now, but but um they would be mutual aid response to Dove Creek Ambulance District.
Yeah, because we've got Rico and West Fork where they respond to have the authorization there, but here we've got the exclusivity where it'd be mutual aid. And
Exactly. You
that-
betcha.
Are we, this is Dennis, are we, also, Keith, are we ready to talk about the council yet, or, is that premature for you?
Little premature. Yeah.
Okay, so then maybe this would be a good chance to talk to the new, chief and, let them know what's going on with that as well, and, we
Yeah.
can.
That's
Okay,
awesome. I went to try to talk to him on his first day, but I think Grant was showing him around or something. I didn't find him. So,
okay, great, thank you.
yep.
Yeah, and so for Emergency Services Council, we've got a list on a reorganization, but it's been pretty not ineffective, but really non-existent. We've got our chiefs meeting where everybody's engaged with it. We'd like to see an Emergency Services Council formulated. A lot of it would be just discussion for different needs, funding opportunities, and shore things up on that end. Just have a unified EMS for that. Is that a decent summary, Keith? What do you got to add for that?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a better way to have those of us that respond in Dolores County to make sure that we're all on the same page, to make sure that, you know, we can plan and do more things better. Obviously, in the event, looking for grants, if we have an emergency service council with, 9 agencies, that you can say, hey, look, I've been looking for a grant for this, and our emergency services council is behind it 100% with a letter that makes all grants easier. And we can just work through small problems before they turn into big problems.
And with that too, I'd talked with Grant at one point, and he recommended a neutral site for it, like the town office. I mean, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna use neutral site because that, conveys that there are in opposition, but just an off-site location for it. And really, flexible with how that council could look forward for all the parties. Not necessarily really county driven and run, but really up.
You know,
Itself.
it might be neat. I mean, Keith, I know it's maybe more work for you, but you're definitely not allergic to work. So what if you did a rotating location? That way people could feel like they really had some, they really had some skin in the game. And I mean, who doesn't want to take a little trip up to West Fork and once in a while and stuff like that too?
Yeah, we'll keep them for the winter trips.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a cool idea. Plus, outside of me, I would imagine that the other agencies don't even really know where the others are located or what they have.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. We can always carpool from Dove Creek or wherever too. Not a big deal. But yeah, that'd be awesome. Probably always have a Zoom option in there, but face to face, I think is 100% better. And we're not driving to Durango, so
So anything that you can think you need from us?
Not right now,
Okay.
with this service going.
Um,
Make sure stuff will come.
pretty close to fully staffed, 7-day-a-week coverage.
95% there. If I can get this full-time spots going, which we have approval for, it will help a lot. Getting people just on a standard rotation. And then I'll have staff in the backfill if we have holes,
Okay.
because I would like to not use Southwest.
Yeah. Yeah,
Get some EMT
absolutely.
classes going here.
What's that?
Get some EMT classes going here.
Yes.
That was something that
Yeah.
needed
A lot
done.
of people reach out with interest in,
Yeah, and they never,
so
that's another story, but anyway.
however we can help.
Yeah.
Advertise.
Heath, could is there a form or something that you need to send to the state regarding the authorization to operate on the 4th?
It's once it's approved, it's just an online thing that I do through CDPHE.
Okay, so just a resolution, just a vote is enough for you in a meeting?
Yep, we
Okay.
yep.
Vote to
Okay.
vote to approve the presented authorization. Be essentially what it would be.
Right, and I'm assuming I'm on my phone, unfortunately, so everyone's very tiny. But is that the new ambulance chief? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Okay, I turned my camera on. Sorry, I look like crap. But anyway, now you know what I look like. But are you around pretty much most every day of the week, or what are you doing right now?
I'm staffed for pretty much staffed for Maine. So I'm kind of floating in and out, and then covering shifts when, injuries or sickness comes up. So trying to spend as much time here getting things organized and then filling in where needed.
Yeah, well, I'd love to sit down, say hi, shake your hand, at least do that kind of thing.
You better
So-
pass for a few days, Keith.
Yeah.
You sound.
I don't really want to make the whole ambulance sick like tomorrow, because that's usually bad. But anyway, I will.
I'll be here 24 hours on Wednesday.
All right. Hopefully, I'll be much better by then. So cool.
So- Could I chime in one more thing when you're done, Keith?
Go right ahead. I have one more question, but maybe it's the same question you have. So
Oh, probably not. Sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say, Shayla, would you please get the chief a copy of our licensing resolution that shows their exclusivity and that stuff, and just the requirements for ongoing licensing?
Yes.
Thank you, Dennis.
right, and I would actually, it's related to the same thing, which is I talked with Grant last week at the firehouse in Durango, and he said that he was going to be handling the authorization so that you didn't have to dive into something new. But we really need the ambulance to request to renew that application. And it's just a simple letter of we'd like to renew our authorization, our exclusive authorization to run in Dolores County, blah, 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 blah. Because you're going to need that for licensing at the end of June. And it can take, a little while till we have a meeting and vote and whatever. But you are going to need that. So I know I've told Grant several times, but you're the new chief, so you can hurry him along too.
Yeah, we've talked about it, so
Gotcha.
in the works. Yeah.
Perfect. I think that's it. I mean, the only other thing that really kind of pertains to both Keith and ambulance here. Got a letter of interest for a proposal for a rural frontier aviation utility outpost. This came to us by way of the town. and was it Mountaintop? Is that
Mountaintop.
right? Mountaintop Aviation Service. Sounds like they got a ton of grant funding and are looking at establishing a permanent rural aviation utility outpost here. And that would be for EMS as well as mail service, mail cargo, commuter, medevac, then also have the ability for a bucket hookup for firefighting.
And Margaret spoke to the man and tell him what else
He said they would
about
offer,
transports to Denver.
yes,
and-
transports back and forth to Denver if someone needed a ride to Denver and didn't wanna do a regular air.
Don't want to go through Key Lime at
Yeah,
Cortez.
yeah.
Where are they gonna be stationed out of?
Well, we're not sure yet,
That's the
but
proposal, looking for
Yeah.
a 100 by 100 concrete hill pad with a 100 by 160 foot hangar space. Right now it's a, proposal for a location for it. Where they come from that.
so the best place here would be the airport, and I have talked to the airport board, and they are very interested also. So I think this is just like, are you interested if we can make it come to your community?
Yeah.
The guy told me that they were going to have two hubs, one in Montrose and one in Cripple Creek. Is
Yeah,
that what I said?
Montrose and Cripple Creek.
Yeah, Montrose and Cripple Creek. They'll have two helicopters at each place. They got a $200 million grant to do this, and they're just trying to figure, they want to do it in the southwest region, Rocky Mountain area, because we're so, so remote. So we'll just have to see where it goes. Who
So are
knows?
they talking about keeping a helicopter here or just having a base they can fly to?
No, a helicopter
24/7.
here. Mhm. And
We'll take it and I'll help build the concrete pad.
we'll
Do they
take
have
whatever
flight
you give us.
Would it be us?
No, I think they would have flight medics.
Yeah, he said they would provide their own people.
Well, they would have to
Mhm.
Yep.
in a helicopter.
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
have their flight medics.
The flight
Yeah.
nurse, yeah, they have to, correct, you have to have a flight nurse in here.
Yeah. So.
Did you say that they were going to be able to do long, short haul or long line, or was I just dreaming that? They're
Um,
that,
Denver,
Okay.
Yeah, mail
Yeah.
cargo, commuter, medevac, and then a bucket hookup.
that's
oh yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
we need to make that happen.
Yeah,
So yeah, we're gonna try. I mean, that'd be pretty neat to.
Yeah, I'm assuming if they have that capability, they can short haul and
oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that stuff.
Mhm.
is-
The rest of them.
yeah,
Yeah,
Right, Classic doesn't have hoist, so.
yeah, so we've got a letter of interest here that, think we should know it.
It's a good idea.
After Margaret talked to him and explained it to me and
Yeah,
yeah, I think it would be
to
awesome.
go through my brain,
Yeah.
sounded good.
yes, I definitely think we
Yeah.
keep working with, the airport board and whatever we can to get this. Get us here.
Yeah, that'd be so, I mean, there's so much that they could do that we currently have to use 3 different services for, technically.
Right now, maybe if you guys would want to write also a letter of support for this to come to I can share that information with you. And he needs these back as soon as possible. Yeah, he's gonna make copies. I can give you guys an email or his name and phone number, however you want to do it. But the more that say, hey, bring it to Dolores County, the better off we'll be, I think. So anyway.
Yes. If you want to send me that, I will cut
send
him
it.
a letter.
Okay. We'll do that.
In a perfect world, it would be great to leverage this in with a, fire mitigation grant and get a retention pond built and our pumps line repaired where we could have a pond where they could pull out of.
And I don't want to pay him flight to Denver because I've never ridden in a helicopter.
Well, it'd be a whole lot easier to get that grant if we have a helicopter here that could help us.
Yeah, I feel like the opportunities, if we could get this in, would increase.
And the cool thing is on half of our highway accidents that we've needed a helicopter for, it's actually closer to drive 5 miles to them and just have them take off than it is to have the helicopter fly to us.
Yeah.
And it's gotta help the community somehow. As soon as we get a county tax, that is.
Yes.
This is a big aircraft.
Is
Yeah,
that,
Yes,
I don't understand,
it's a big helicopter. Medium, so it's double what cost it is. Good to have. Amazing.
yeah, you get that here.
To have that close would be.
yeah, just right up the hill.
And we don't have to worry about any helicopters, like right now, thankfully, Classic can come straight north, but you know, even though I love Fly for Life, they've got to get over the mountains when there's bad weather and they can't. And we could do direct flights even in bad weather from here, probably directly south of Farmington if we needed to, and avoid that whole storm corridor altogether.
Those weeks, yeah, get me updates with it, well, we can
Yeah.
Okay.
keep you in the loop with it.
I'll
Yeah.
start a letter of support
Yeah,
and I'll throw in there too that we're able to transport accordingly with them,
Yeah,
so.
that'd be awesome. And he answered the first time I called, the guy did. So if you have any more questions that you could think of that maybe I didn't think of,
I mean.
he answered right away.
Was that
So,
Mr.?
Johnny
Okay.
whatever his name is. Yes, and it says he lives in Ohio right now, but he is moving to Montrose. He said he's going to make Colorado his home and he will be moving to Montrose really soon. So, anyway.
It is.
Yeah, and if, I mean, that crew's gonna be here, it's the type of people you want in the community, it's,
Yeah.
it'd just be a benefit all the way around, yeah. So, awesome. All right, I think that was.
Thank you, Margaret, for calling.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I just
Yeah,
had
thank you.
questions that I was not sure about, so,
That I was not understanding.
yeah.
That much.
Grant funded.
Mhm.
Operate,
Grant funding,
yeah.
no cost, they would lease the
Good.
property, so it's no cost.
And even if something years them, we're not losing anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was it. Look forward to seeing you Monday.
Okay, yeah, I will see you guys Monday morning. And in the meantime, I'll be around this week if you guys need anything, just call.
Perfect, exciting, we'll be here.
Nice to meet you guys.
You bet. We will see you Wednesday, hopefully.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thanks.
You betcha.
New business, this is really exciting, and I wish I had a number for Dolores County. I don't have it broken out right now. Just a total number, but this, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's the Small County Pill Parity Act, introduced in the Senate, and then Hurd is picking it up in the House. And it would just, decrease the, cap on residents from 5,000 to 500. So it would benefit small counties' allocation of PILT. The total number looks like it would be a little over 2 million broken out across 45 counties, across 15 states. So Dolores County would benefit from it, just reducing the cap from 5,000 down.
You know, Dennis Hunt, he was a big advocate of that, because he felt like we were not getting our fair share of the PILT funding
Yeah.
for federal lands.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Access.
Great.
we've been getting hammered with it, or not getting nearly what we need.
Mhm.
So this is just a letter of support for Jeff Hurd to get it pushed through, with this legislative session. Yeah. Yeah.
You think it? I second it.
Perfect. Was a got a motion to submit a letter of support for the Small County Pill Parity Act. Any other discussion with it? Motion second, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
I'm a yes as well.
Funds we can get.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I can get estimated cost breakout for us, let you guys know what it could look like. Because right now, what we get last year, $208,000 built. So I don't know how much it will increase for us, but with our low population, I feel like it would do pretty well. Yeah, I think
Do
right now.
I have to stay to talk about this CDOT?
Yes, Dennis, can you stay on for a few minutes and have Amber talk about the CDOT
Sorry, we're not.
The
Yeah, as
MOU.
long as you need me, whatever you need.
MOU?
So we've got a submitted MOU from Colorado Department of Transportation for Bradfield Bridge. Essentially saying that Dolores County would be the owners of the bridge. Right?
That's what CDOT,
But aren't we,
submitted to us, but,
aren't we
the other
already?
thing with Steve doesn't really think we should say that we're the owners of the bridge, because we,
So where it stands right now with the creation of the bridge, there were 4 entities that went in on the, I guess not creation of the bridge, but when they redid it for the dam. Us, Montezuma County Bureau of Rec and
Forest
Forest
Services.
So in the 80s, there was a best interest from those parties for the creation of it, but there's been nothing to it as far as repairs, to any damage going on.
Right.
So we just had the incident where we went down, put in our flow fill, repaired the bridge. By having a document saying we are the legal owner, or the only owner, I guess. I feel like it would really put us on the hook as the sole
Yeah,
entity responsible for repairs for the bridge, however extensive those may be. I feel like right now, other parties have a strong vested interest in the bridge being open. And I feel like not pursuing this MOU or doing anything with it, would allow avenues for additional funding from these other entities.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's also a matter of, a lot of time has passed since that bridge was constructed, and we can't guarantee that we have every single email correspondence, handshake deal that has occurred since the beginning. And yeah, I mean, they did come up with one indication that we took ownership of the bridge or took over responsibility of the bridge, but I don't think we have 100% clear picture of that. And then to just, to make that current by an MOU that says we definitely are responsible for it as we sit here today, I'm not for that at all. I want the flexibility to argue whatever's happened between the beginning of time until now. And this could be hundreds of thousands of dollars of responsibility. And frankly, at the end of the day, I mean, if I hate to say it, but if the county keeps going on this trajectory of having to tighten the belt, we may have to push back on that pretty hard. So,
Look at worst case scenario, if we had a catastrophic failure with the bridge,
yeah,
that we were responsible for complete repair, rebuilding of the bridge, that cost, Dolores County wouldn't want to have that burden on.
no, we wouldn't. I guess
So-
the question would be, as far as CDOT's concerned, so they have a bridge inventory, like we have a road inventory.
Mhm.
And every 2 years, bridges that are on the county's list get inspected by a CDOT engineer.
Yeah.
And then later on, that inspection can qualify for federal funding later down the road. So that's how this whole thing came up, was CDOT reached out to me to ask me who the owner was, because Bradfield Bridge is not on our inventory list, which it used to be.
Well, and their inspection reports were going to the Bureau of Rec, they weren't even going to us.
Right.
No, yeah, it's on the
Since
Borough of Rec.
2012.
So I guess that's my question is, now, should we just not tell them we don't want Bradfield's Bridge on our list to be inspected, or what to do now?
They're gonna inspect it either way. I mean, they've already started inspecting it. I mean, their MOU says they're going to inspect it, so I doubt very much they're simply gonna stop inspecting it. I mean, you could respond to them and say, you know, the county's not willing to enter into allocation of responsibility at the present time. We are always open to discussion as issues arise, and we would appreciate you copying us on your regular bridge inspections. Boom,
Okay.
end of story. Something like that, I think, if that makes sense to the board.
I like the sound of that.
Can you shoot me an email with all that language in it, Dennis, so I get it right?
Yeah, I'll type it right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And should we send this email also to the Bureau of Rec person that came here and shared all of this information with us and made us? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he should be.
Or, what do you think, Dennis?
I mean, I don't want to turn it into a battle right now. I guess, but again, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's a public record once it's out there anyway. It doesn't hurt to CC them on it.
Well, and I think maybe if we give them a heads up that, hey, we are not taking sole responsibility of this bridge. So if something happens in the future, because he sent an email back when I sent the invoice to have them help pay, he said there was no money allocated for the bridge. So if we give him a heads up to say, hey, you know, we're not going to be the ones to fix it if something major happens a roundabout way. Maybe they would say, okay, then maybe we should put funds in for the future. I don't know if that's how they work. I have no idea, but.
That's a good idea, Margaret, though. I like where your head's at. If the board's good with that, I think a heads up letter that you know, we're gonna take bridge maintenance as it comes and decide responsibility at that time.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. If you need help, I'll let you know.
All right,
Thanks, send him, whatever, so, okay, cool.
Okay, Conservation Trust.
Let's do the road. The
Oh, we have
crusher lease
fairground
and make
first.
sure, and then I'll talk to you guys about that.
Amber, don't
After
think I guess.
Dennis,
Okay.
Amber,
for the crusher. Oh, she probably doesn't know. I think we're good with all of the paperwork that I sent you today, Dennis, to get that. We can't cut a check till Monday.
Yeah, so I went back and forth with them a little bit. I changed the letter or the opinion of council letter because I don't like their version. I don't know how we sign that DocuSign, but maybe don't and see what they say. And that's like inside of the lease document. There was a concern in the purchase order that there was an indemnification provision, but it was limited to we indemnify them for based on any trade-in equipment, and we don't have any trade-in equipment, is what I understand on this, correct, Margaret?
Correct.
So I didn't care about that one. Yeah, I'm good to go with it if you want to move forward.
Okay. Yeah, and really just to summarize this, again, road and bridge crusher. Currently our crushing budget for the year is about $350,000. We rent a crusher, this exact crusher, with about 30 days with it. And we're responsible for the maintenance on it during that time. When we need gravel, we purchase it from entities outside of Dolores County because that's where we have to get it from. We can't purchase it in Dolores County. We're subject to the market price for the gravel when we buy it. By purchasing our own crusher would have autonomy when we crush, where we crush, and we wouldn't be subjected to the market price for it. estimated cost savings, talking with our leadership at Road and Bridge, that it would save us about $200,000 a year out of the crushing budget. That's not including the transportation cost of going and actually getting our gravel when we purchase it. Usually Montezuma County is where we get it. So it'd be an additional cost savings there. 200,000, I'd say, is probably a little high because we are going to have to allocate savings to this for maintenance because it is going to be our county owned piece of equipment. So we are going to want to build a little savings for maintenance every year with it. Using our Secure Schools funding, we could come very close to paying for it in 2 years, just with the allocated Secure Schools this year, and then what will be, I guess, was last year, and then it'll be this year. So we've got the funds for it. We've put in a 3-year time just to build in a little flexibility, still anticipating on paying it off in 2 years, and there's no penalty for it to pay off.
I'm a little bit concerned because I did ask them last week to forward a payment schedule. And then in the past, we've seen like a ledger showing each payment and then what the buyout amount would be and stuff like that. And he said they would be sending that. Margaret, did you get it?
Documents, Dennis, that I sent you this morning. It's in those documents.
I just looked at them. I don't see it.
I thought there was a payment
Just
schedule.
semi-annual.
Semi-annual.
One advance payment of 200, followed by 6 equal consecutive semi-annual of 90.
Okay, well, I will ask for something.
I'm sorry, which one all I see is the purchase order.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Margaret, where they actually broke out. Yeah.
It's just written in, it's not broken out like what you'd see month by month.
Okay.
Or
Okay, I'll reach out to them. And
Because I like seeing the actual buyout amounts on there, because if we happen to just want to pay it off, we know how much. And they said they were going to do it for us. I'm going to shoot them an email right now, Margaret.
Okay.
And if you could just, you could have Eric sign it and then hold on to it until we get that amortization. That's what I was thinking. Amortization table.
Yeah. Which really we're probably going to be paying off in 2 instead. But I hate it. It's a hard pill to swallow buying it, but it'll be a longer term cost.
Yes. And more flexibility for Road and Bridge to crush when they can and not wait on them to.
Yes, we have a light winter where they can be crushing. And eventually, it would open up the potential for chips for our chips. We got a screening deck with it, so there would be that opportunity in the future. Not part of the immediate plan, but it would give us some agency here.
Okay. Cool.
I'll make a motion to approve the Road and Bridge Crusher 3-year lease for the total amount of $692,290.29. Motion and a second. Any other discussion? It's a lot of 9s and 2s in that. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Yes as well.
And I did email them. I asked Lenore today about the check and she said Monday she would get it cut Monday. So I emailed these guys and said, we'll want the documents before, you want it all done together, however, so we'll do that.
Perfect. And similar with our graders, I'd like to see exactly how much we're saving every year.
Yes, I have, I think Kara has a lease that I put together with all of our graders, so get that back to her.
Yeah.
Can I ask the board something else too?
Yeah.
So we had presented that sort of preliminary rubbish ordinance, and we're getting close on the land use code. I'm about to send Amber and Margaret my first draft of the revisions to the code. And I'm just wondering, what is the appetite of the board to pursue the rubbish ordinance? And if you want to, is that something you're going to be doing independently from the planning commission? Because it is an ordinance, we wouldn't necessarily have to give it to planning. But you know, we could give it to them ahead of time to get their input on it when they provide input on the revised land use code. It's sort of up to you if you want to move forward with the rubbish ordinance.
Yes, what do you guys think?
But, yeah, I do, but it goes with anything else. Huh?
Like what?
Who's
My
going to
rubbish-
enforce it?
Who's going to enforce that? My idea of rubbish is different than your idea and your idea and your idea and Dennis's idea. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I mean it's the age old question, you know, and that's why I'm asking you guys. You know, the last time this came up, the board was adamant that they did not want to do it for these very reasons, Phyllis. So I mean, it's totally up to you guys if you want to give it to them for their thoughts, if to the planning commission, if you want to workshop it, if you want to, I mean, I don't really know. I just need to know. We've gone through this once before, and I just want to know how you guys want us to handle it.
I think we can go ahead and let the planning commission take a look at it and see if they have any ideas, points or whatever, and then we can discuss it from there on and then if we want to proceed, we can proceed.
My guess is that's gonna die.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Right, that way.
Yeah.
well, and I guess here's what we could do. We could just give it to them as a standalone, and we'll say, you know, here are some proposed changes to the land use code. And by the way, this is also just for your input. What do you guys think about moving forward with a rubbish code? And we can just look at it like that so they don't shut down, but and see what they say. And Margaret, I mean, we could emphasize to them that, look, this is just a draft. And if you guys want to redline the rubbish code and make it more palatable, that's fine too. But you know, the problem we've had in the past is we ran into a couple houses that we couldn't do anything about. And so
Yeah.
I mean, and I will have to say, I'm butting in on the chair, but we also have our health department is really on board now.
Mhm.
As far as a public safety issue, the tires, they are taking care of those problems.
Right.
That I've noticed, you know, if it's public safety,
Mhm.
whether it's tires, so whatever. So that's part of,
Yes.
that's my main concern is the health issues with the rubbish.
well, I mean, yeah, I 100% agree with you, Phyllis. I think the hard part, having gone through the issue in Cajon, was it's hard to pinpoint public health versus some other issues, and there was so much stuff going on there, and it's not as much. Okay, let me back up. So it's not as much defining what's the problem and all that stuff. It's actually the mechanism for enforcing it. And if you don't have a separate rubbish ordinance, you don't have as many tools in the toolbox to send me to court and get the enforcement. You have to go through the public health process for nuisance, which if you guys haven't done, I think Linda might remember this. It's a real pain. You've got to get permission to get on the property. Then you've got to give them notice of what you want to clean up, and you've got to set it for a hearing with the public health department. Then you've got to go back and re-inspect to see if they've complied, and then you've got to And then ultimately, if you finally get to the point where you can go to court, it's, it's months later and so much process. Whereas the rubbish ordinance gives you a lot more ability to move forward. And it also gives you the ability to basically assess the property, the cleanup cost. So you can actually hire someone, and spend $10,000 to clean up a property. And if they don't pay for it, then you can have the treasurer assess a lien on it. So it gives a lot more ability to enforce it when it is a problem, Phyllis. So from my perspective, as the attorney that's going to be charged with trying to enforce these things, I'm not as concerned about how you define rubbish or don't define rubbish. What I'm more concerned about is that to give me those tools to be able to get in there and actually do something. Margaret remembers, I mean, it was just chasing our tails to try to do anything. And so if you want to make it really clear, this does not apply to any agricultural equipment, including non-running tractors, combines, whatever. If you wanted to say this does not apply to non-running vehicles that may be useful for scavenging parts, you know what I mean? I don't care how loose, or how lenient we make it. But I really do want those enforcement processes. So when someone does clearly violate everybody's standard of the acceptable levels, then I have some tools to use, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I would rather have a very, very lenient rubbish ordinance that exempted a whole bunch of stuff, just for that one time when we clearly have a problem like we
Something
did.
applied to a property that is a clear threat to health or safety with,
Yeah.
I mean, fire.
Yeah, we could.
What we saw down on the creek, things like that, where that there's going to be a potentially catastrophic incident from our lack of a code.
Or you could, I mean, we know there's at least, we've heard from one landowner over the years. We could say accumulation of rubbish to the degree it blows on neighboring properties. I mean, I don't care how loose we make it, but even that would give us the ability to say, hey, you need to clean up your property. You've got stuff blowing on your neighbor's property. And if they don't, then we can clean it up. We can follow the processes in the rubbish ordinances instead of trying to jam a square peg into a round hole with the public health statutes.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it would work really well in the one bucket of public health. And also we've got our state mandate for a wildfire resiliency code. I mean, if this fits with that too, it's going to make property safer. I mean, I think that just be recommended. But if people's places are looking good, the risk of fire danger is going to be lower.
And for the firemen to respond
Yeah.
to those things that
I
you
mean,
don't.
we had a very, very clear example with our structure fire that could have been catastrophic
But I'm
for an
thinking
entire town block. I mean, that had a very large amount of damage to our water supply and that infrastructure. All of that really could have been mitigated with proper code enforcement.
And it's still not cleaned up.
So.
And so what I could do, you guys, is I could go, I could go to the planning commission with Margaret when we submit these in Amber, and I can explain to them that, hey, you guys, if you're not interested in this, then just gut it, but give me the enforcement tools that come along with it when it clearly is a problem, and I can tell them, strike vehicles, strike lumber, I mean, we can strike it all. I just want that ability to have the tools. So I mean, I don't want to paint you guys in a light that you're trying to force these on the public either, though. That's why I'm asking you this.
Well, and that's what you can work with the planning commission regarding household trash,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, because right now, if there's you know, if there's a house that has garbage bags, we don't even know what's in them, but the, you know, the yard's covered with garbage bags. You got blowing paper and stuff like that. Right now, we've got to ask Julie to go do it through a health department violation. And frankly, if they said, well, that's not a health issue, that's all cardboard or something like that. Well, it falls under our rubbish statute, so clean it up. And I'm not trying to crusade for you know, dragging abandoned combines out of the fields. You know, because I feel like that's sort of the vision that people get. You know, or we got people that collect non-running cars because they want to keep it for parts. I don't care. I don't care what you guys do. I just want those tools to enforce when it clearly is a problem. So
An abandoned single wide, and they use that to put their garbage in rather than getting a trash service.
yeah,
Something
yeah,
like
Exactly.
exactly. And I mean, Margaret, maybe you and I should, I mean, maybe we should talk about gutting the draft that I presented before and just making it,
Okay.
you know, something like that. But with the board's permission, we'll present something to the planning commission and tell them it's really a blank slate for them because we want the enforcement tools, not that we're trying to change the complexion of the county.
I like
Okay.
when you had go to planning commission.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And then the same thing with the land use code, like I said, working with Amber and Margaret on that, and we're gonna fine tune that and probably get that to the planning commission as well for them to start working on. We'll keep you posted on that.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Dennis.
Thank you.
And before you go, I just gotta say, go Lightning. Even the series up, going back to Tampa Bay now, so.
All right.
Been a good series.
Yeah.
All right. I won't even ask you if that was a goal or not last night in the Edmonton game. Did you watch it?
Yep, that was yeah, I think it was a goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough.
What do you think?
I think it was clearly a goal, but I did really have to chuckle when the ref called it a goal on the ice. Because that's the only way they could have found it to be a goal, and there's no way he saw that. So
No.
yeah. Anyway. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, Dennis.
Thank you,
Have a
Dennis.
good day.
Yep. Thanks, you too.
Okay, Conservation Trust. So, Shayla put out the letters for the entities to request funding. We have a couple of entities who have requested more funding than we give out. And I just wanted to kind of go over.
These are
that with
lottery
you guys.
funds, correct?
Lottery funds,
Okay.
yes, lottery funds, correct. So currently we have $43,992
How
and
much?
$43,992.
Mm-hmm.
And we get it quarterly from the state, depends on, we average probably 12 to 15,000 a year that we get from the state for our lottery funds.
Oh, so we don't get a total of 43,000.
We get about 3,000.
Yeah, 3 to 4
Oh,
per
yeah.
quarter.
No, that's just what's backed up in that.
That's what's in
Okay.
there now, currently in the whole thing. So, it's very specific. It can be used for parks and, community service type, places where the community can go use
Mm-hmm.
this or whatever. Those are they list what you can use conservation trust funds for. So, we have a request and Alma's not here. She's at her meeting from the Fair Board. They want to get as you guys know, a few years ago, they got the scales, the livestock scales. They have still not got those set up. Everything that they have looked for or researched, Shayla's on the Fair Board, she can attest to this. It needs to be put in a building, in an enclosed building. They are going to ask from the lottery funds, $6,000 to fix this livestock scale. My opinion is that that should be something that the county says, do it. We use these lottery funds. This should not have to come to our lottery fund request because this is something the county will use from here on out. It's at the fairgrounds. It totally qualifies for everything that we do out there. She's had to piece things together. My sorority group has asked for numerous lottery fund requests in the past to help get things for the fairgrounds that need to be done. So it's usually a multi-year project that needs to be fixed or done, and she'll say, okay, I'm gonna ask for this amount, your sorority can ask for this amount, maybe together we get those funds, we can get this done. They also need a new
PA system?
PA system, thank you, I couldn't think of that.
The rodeo.
For the rodeos and inside the building, so she's going to have us ask for that, which is fine, or if we can do this money to fix the scales outside of that, then they can ask for that, and our group can ask for something else if it needs to be asked for. So that, what you guys think about that. Also, Don came down the other day and asked about the shooting range, if it qualifies, because they need to get the grant stuff that they got to finish the shooting range. They need to get it finished. And we looked and it does qualify. The shooting range would qualify. So the amount that he needs, he was supposed to have Braden find out, let me know, and it would be mostly to rent some equipment and hire some labor, which does qualify. So those two things are county specific. I think you guys, we need to just do those to get it.
We've already had in-kind work done out there with the dirt pile moved. and
Right.
With the county road bridge, yeah.
Yes, and he said that they need to rent skid steer, I think, for the cement to get the pilings put up and then hire people to put I don't know, Mary. You visit with him because I'm
With
not.
Don.
Yes. Because these are things that I think the lottery funds could be used for outside of the requests that we ask people for. To bring in, because unless we're gonna go for a GoCo grant for something,
Yeah,
this money is just gonna keep building and building, and the minimum that the county has said we would give out is $7,500. This would go above that, which is fine. We have the money, we've done it before. That's how we got the gazebo done and the cement at Cajon Park. We had a large amount of money in the Cajon or in the Conservation Trust Fund, so the commission at that time said, yes, let's do it, let's get this done. We're very limited because we have Cajon Park and Fairgrounds.
yeah.
Pretty much, and Debbie Park. That's pretty much it that we have in our little county. As far as county funds that can be, used for this. So I'm not exactly sure on the shooting range, what all Don wants or thought he might need for that and how much he wasn't sure. But these are two things that I think we could do on top of or outside of the requests that we may get for the whatever.
So there's a deadline on request, right?
There is.
So yeah, the 12th, I think we put.
Mhm.
Good May.
12th.
Yeah. So you have a little bit of time to think about it if you want to.
And there might be more that'll come in, don't you think?
There will be, we got one letter today. Then the lottery board will meet and they make their determinations on who's gonna get how much, or
And that's a lottery
Whatever.
board, not us. That
that's the lottery board, and then you guys have to give your approval after the lottery board gives you their recommendations. So I just wanted to throw these other two out there for you guys to think about, because I do think they're very necessary, especially the, well, the shooting range needs to get fixed.
It needs to get done,
completed.
otherwise we're gonna be on the same boat as our search
Yes.
and rescue captain.
Yes, exactly. And then the, scales, you know, we got a lot of livestock kids now.
I was gonna say, so the trajectory of youth in our livestock programs, it seems like it's going. We've got
Mhm.
more
What did they
kids invested.
I think they increased 4 kids this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's a lot
that's
for
a lot
this size of a
size.
community.
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
That's
So,
wonderful.
Good.
That is so good for kids.
My mind's, I mean, typically,
Video games.
yes.
well, from an economic lens, like. One of the better returns on investment with these funds is for our livestock.
Oh, yeah.
4-H programs.
Yeah.
So,
So
Okay.
we're looking like $6,000 to $8,000 for that. To get that scale completely set up, have it completely enclosed, do whatever it is that they need to do to make sure that's functioning. You know.
Are you looking for Oma?
So
Oh,
it can be,
okay, there's the other two.
I mean, for the auto funds for the equipment rental, I would think we would utilize our in-kind work
Yeah.
more than
Oh, yeah.
shift.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
This
So,
is the
I,
thing.
that's my thought. What do you guys think?
yeah, I don't know, he's,
I done it out.
I mean, we have a
Yeah,
backhoe
no.
here.
You join it out.
okay, so let me throw this out to you. If we were to use the county backhoe, have someone at the
Meet me
county
there
run
in
it,
March.
could we pay them outside of, I think this is where Dennis had his sticky.
If it would be on the weekend, I
If it's
think it
on
would be
the weekend.
extra pay,
Put
but
on
Yes.
county time.
if it,
Right, not on county time, and you can pay that
That's
person
not
to
good.
volunteer to run that backhoe.
It was too cold.
You know, pay them whatever, $20 an hour, whatever it is,
yeah.
to help that situation. I think that's a possibility, perhaps,
There's would be.
which would, save quite a bit of what he thought it was gonna cost to do all of this.
Yeah,
For a long time now.
Anyway, I wanna visit with him about that a little bit more. We do,
because I mean, it would be county resources being used on county property, county owned. I mean, it's all, it wouldn't be using county resources for some
right,
third party entity.
No. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I don't see what the issue there would be.
wait, yeah, he just asked us the
It-
other day
It
and
would
we
just
looked
have
it
to
up.
align with their
Shooting
schedule
range worked, so.
when it would work.
So, anyway, I think it would be fine.
We should be able to articulate, I mean, I don't know how much we get in fees for the yearly membership to the range, but I mean,
Something before I forget.
I don't think we get a whole lot, but if
we increase
if
the
we get that,
facilities,
yes,
then
absolutely.
I mean, there's potential for a little bit more return,
2, 3, 6.
so it just wouldn't be using resources for nothing, it would be a potential
Right,
increase in return.
yeah,
See if
I
I
agree.
So,
does it say 3, 2, 8, 3?
Anyway, I don't know on that one, but I said I would throw it out there for you guys and.
Forget though, if I didn't tell you right now.
No, that's fine, thank you.
Okay.
So the Fair Board one, I think is very much a needed expense. And so if you guys could, before the 12th, make a decision on that one, so if you say yes, she'll change her letter to ask for. Because, you know, yeah, change her letter to ask for the PA system instead of the whatever, so. Anyway, how do you guys wanna do it?
And Don might put in 2 if you think it's something that you don't want to just use extra lottery funds for too, you know, so.
Yeah. We usually get on the lottery fund request, like we get one from the other sorority group that asks for ongoing things they're doing at the park. Which is also good, but counterproductive also gets lottery funds,
and they also have sales tax for recreation.
yes. And,
Yeah.
Senior Center usually asks for a few little things. Who else? Shayla. Our sorority is gonna ask for a couple new weed eaters for the home park.
Yeah, so,
Clean up at the home park.
so usually the Fair Board, the other sorority.
Our center,
Yeah,
senior center.
senior center, and then sometimes Rico. Chauncey did last year.
Asked for things.
Every now and again.
So it's not a lot.
Where with the sewer project, because I emailed him several months ago and said, hey, do you have any projects that would be a joint effort for any CDS with me? He's like, oh, we don't have anything right now. Do you guys have anything? No? Okay.
Okay,
Let that one.
yeah,
No.
okay. So anyway, that's all I had to talk to you guys about the conservation trust funds on the. For the fair board.
Yeah. How's the fair board going? You like it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not rough. You know, it's fun. I miss it. I miss it big time with the kids and I like it. And I think it's important. I'm with Phyllis. Gets these kids out and doing something.
When did they start
4-H.
Jim Sonnets?
June 7th.
Yeah.
Will be the first
Yeah.
one.
I don't know anything about rodeo, but I loved getting on and seeing the results from all their stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Posted.
Well, you need to go,
Mm-hmm.
get your kids riding sheep and the stick horse race and the. Stay out there all day and
Yes. Yes.
go flying
it's
in
just
because you're
fun.
always running late like we were.
It's just.
That was a fun
kids.
time.
I think.
It was a fun time.
They get out there and they get to hang out with other kids. who
And then
are
you got the
like-minded.
kids on the horses with your little ones that don't have a horse.
Mhm.
They always gave the little kids that
Right.
loved it even before he took his horse. They'd give
That's
him
awesome.
rides and
Yes, very much so. Very awesome stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
it is,
That's
it's a, have you not been to one?
Jim Connell?
Junior rodeos out there? Oh,
He's a
Eric,
rodeo kid.
We weren't either. We never did rodeo, but we did 4-H and the boys.
We
That was
did
their 1
4-H.
week they knew they got to be off the farm, cause Montezuma County was a week-long deal and we camped down there and that was their 1 week they knew. And no farming stuff.
and we always had the 4-H concession band.
Mhm.
So all of us 4-H kids, so went to all the junior rodeos, the Monterey County fairs, the whole thing.
I think it's important.
It's
And
very,
it's really growing here. Seems like
It
the
is
kids are
really
really.
I'm
People are
seeing a
getting used to
change
it.
in our youth and our
Mhm.
young married people. They all have chickens.
They do.
That's what-
A lot of them have chickens. Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, of course, there's nothing better than watching a chicken run. I don't know why, but me and Scotty just sit outside, watch chickens run and she just giggle.
That's awesome.
Except when they peck her,
Yeah.
except for when they poink her.
Oh, winker.
That's what she calls it.
Poink.
Pointing me.
Point.
So is that it?
That's it.
I think that's all.
Mhm.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I make a motion, we adjourn the Morris County Board of County Commissioners meeting as of today, April 27th, 2026.
One piece of discussion before we adjourn. Wyatt Bear got a hold of me. I just remember this. That Senator Bennett is working on a bill that would prevent Congress from being able to sell public land. Similar to what we saw last summer. And he's wondering about the county's support for it. I could get more information and we could talk about it Monday.
Be good.
Okay. Don't let me forget, Shayla, if we could just have something on there for new business or something. Otherwise, I would forget.
What do you wanna name it? What is it for?
Public land sell-off bill, I
Yeah.
guess, would be a.
Okay.
He doesn't have a bill title, or at least he didn't say he had a bill title.
Okay.
So. Okay. Motion and second to adjourn, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr.